Cheers and welcome my friends, I'm Horath and we are playing Hearts of Iron 4 on veteran difficulty as the Germans. Welcome back and welcome to the Age of the Germans. We fought down the Soviet Union in the last episode, they capitulated, which also brought down Spain, and this is the current situation. So we still have a lot of allies around us. But I think we're nearing the final stages of this. It would be great to get the Free American Empire into our faction. They're not that far from getting into a non-aggression pact, and if we can get that going, I think we might be able to get them into our faction. I'm not sure. We don't like them very much. They love us. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go for improved relations even more, because I do have the political capital to spend it. And then we have a couple of things to do now. As I said, this Let's Play is moving into its final stages. I think we're gonna take Great Britain and the Scandinavian countries. Because I especially have to punish Finland for being so cheeky as to send volunteers to the Brits or to Spain. They have to be punished for that. That's not how that goes. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Scandinavian states and take Great Britain, and then I'd call it good enough, because the Allies are not gonna do much with Africa, India, and Australia and Canada. Those are, yeah, it sounds kind of weird, but militarily they are non-entities. We have a combined Europe and Russia, and if we can take all of that as well, then we will be unstoppable, I think. We already are, I think. Now, the thing to take Great Britain is we need air superiority. We have two ways to do this. I can go either for paratrooper drops. We have three ways to do it. We can go for paratroopers. For that we need 70% air superiority in the area where we want to drop our paratroopers. And since we don't have any air force worth mentioning, we will have to build up a lot of planes. And then try to bring down the allies and their planes. Option 2 is a naval invasion. So we'll have to build up our navy, which we also have kind of neglected. We still have our navy fighting those two Latvian submarines. We do have a French fleet over here. And we need some sort of naval dominance, at least in that area, at least in the channel, to bring our troops over to the British Isles. Third option, we throw a nuke on London. I think that should get them to capitulate. At least it did in Hearts of Iron 3, so yeah, and then a couple of things that we have to do. We will be finished with the modern blitzkrieg, and I think we won't really be able to get around an invasion of Great Britain with landing craft. So I should definitely research the paratroopers. That would be good. Get up here, get the paratroopers going, and I think we will also need. Oh, where is it? I'm looking for the landing craft. Yes, that is going to be here. Is it? No? I guess it's a naval. Yeah, that makes sense. So we research the transport ships, which means we can do naval invasions with 10 divisions, which isn't too great. And then we can go for landing craft. That will allow us to do naval invasions with 40 divisions. And if we go for that advanced landing craft, we might do naval invasions with 100 divisions. I kind of want that, and there's actually some national focus that will give us research bonuses to those things. If we go for Operation Weserübung, We're gonna invade Denmark and Norway, and that reduces the ahead of time penalty by 100% or gives a 50% research bonus if we're not ahead of time for either transport ship, landing craft, or advanced landing craft. So the idea is to research the landing craft and then go for that focus to reduce any ahead of time penalty. We're also working on befriending China because since we now own all of the Soviet Union, which by the way does not result in any resistance, like these guys have accepted that they are vanquished. They just have accepted that they are now in the German Reich. So that's the thing. I want to be buddies with China because Japan, yeah, they're not really that useful. Let them be on the island, but they kind of botched their invasion. They couldn't keep a hold of Korea, and China certainly, yeah, they wrecked face. And does also not look like the People's Republic of China is doing much. These guys are in their own little faction. We still have France over here. Yeah, someone said I should have puppeted them, made Vichy France, because that would have given me all the colonies. Maybe. It seems that the winning strategy for Germany is actually to go for the Netherlands before World War II starts even, to get all the rubber colonies that they have over here, which would be kind of nice. They have a lot of rubber, and rubber is what we're going to miss. Now, I have a couple of things to do. We're gonna create, I think we're gonna create a new, how do I do this? I want to create a new theater with the Ostarmee. And, come on. So this is going to be just ASEAN, Asia, I think. Medium priority. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then depending on what China does, I will definitely have to man those shores against those colonial states. And I will also have to defend all those borders, which is kind of pissing me off. But the problem is that China gives them entry. Tibet does not help anyone. Non-aligned, grants no military access. I like that. That makes me happy. But these guys actually do. So they're giving United Kingdom and all the allies military access. So that's kind of shitty. And I would like to get them into my faction, but this ship might have sailed. I'm not sure. We're working towards that with the befriend China thingy over here. I hope that works. But yeah, we need some garrison troops for that area, and I think we need good troops for that. So yeah, one annoying thing, there are a couple of pockets of United Kingdom. So I sent you in there already. You're strategically redeploying, that's not necessary. So apart from that, are there any other allied pockets? I think I saw one over here. Yes, over there in Karelia. Get in there and cast out those British troops like this. That should deal with them. The bigger annoyance is over here in Spain. That is a real clusterfuck. Pardon my French. They gave up, but they have so many allied troops in there. It's not even funny. It's not even funny, and we kind of have to drive them out. At least I found out why I couldn't move in there, because we had some sort of weird bug where the game was considering this part belonging to nationalist Spain, when in fact Republican Spain was controlling it and all that. So that was kind of weird. But yeah, because they gave up. These lands are either controlled by nationalist Spain or by the United Kingdom, which doesn't make me too happy. I should maybe take a Jacko from France. That will get rid of the French capital over there. Siam, I think, is with the Allies, aren't they? Yeah. I don't like this. I don't like this. We have sort of a north-south thing going on. Yeah, alright. So, yeah, we're gotta get on with the troops. So, you guys, where are you moving to? That's 7 units. Would 7 units be enough to defend those borders? I think not. So we're gonna take some more. How many are those? 15. Yeah, I guess that's fine. So there's going to be the China Corps. And the China Corps is going to get a commander. Running out of commanders. I thought I had a lot of them, but I also really don't want to use my best commanders for nonsense like that. I could use Ernst Eberhard Hell, but he's a great commander. Yeah, let's go with Ewald von Kleist. Maybe he has a chance to prove himself. So I'm gonna delete everything, and then we're gonna try to make this a front line. So yeah, 15 divisions on that front line. And now Feder von Bock still has 44. I don't want to select those two up there. It's kind of a waste to use all these infantry units. Go away. That's all of them? These guys aren't even... Where do you belong to? No, yeah. Okay, that's 11 divisions. That's 12 divisions. I mean, I'm not really counting on too much resistance. Gonna make okay, we're gonna do this differently. So this is going to be the Zweites China Corps with another commander. Let's see if I have another level 1 guy. I have Walter Model, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take the least talented commander over here. Gotthard Heinrici. Okay, you're gonna get that front line, which now kind of F's up our... Yeah, okay, so like that. We're gonna assign those guys. Control, click. Okay, so that has 17 divisions to it. I mean, we won't be able to fight off an attack from China, but I hope we don't have to. Now, Feder von Bock still has a good amount of units. And after we're done with those pockets, I'm gonna start garrisoning that eastern region so that the allies can't really get there. Maybe I should do that right now. So that's Heinrici. Oh, that's the 2nd Panzer Army. Go away. That's 22 selected. I think I'd call that good enough. 24 divisions, 22 divisions. It's actually a bit much. It is a bit much. We're just gonna use about 18 of those guys, make a new army. And this is gonna be the Pacific Corps. And these guys are basically going to Oh, we do own that. Interesting. We're basically going to defend those areas over here so that no one can enter. I don't want that. Right, so. Well. Oh yeah, we've got to do this. Okay. Now we can give them those areas too, or they will get attritioned. All right, you have no commander, so you're gonna get yeah, Arthur the Yodel. He's yeah, I think that looks good. I think that looks good, and the rest of those guys, as soon as we're done doing this, we're gonna give them garrison orders for the northern area. So this is no longer going to be the Ostarmee. This is going to be the Nordwehr. All right, Nordwehr, and you're going to get Ernst Eberhard Hell, who's a great commander, very good at dealing with winter attrition, which is why I'm putting him here. And yeah, let's hope that they can finish off those pockets of resistance, and then we'll see where it goes. Now, the more important problem, yeah, we're sending our panzer armies up there. What panzer army are you? The second. A lot of them are still moving. These are veteran tanks, so they should have no problem with the Finns. I mean, attacking them in June is probably the best idea that we have. Now, the real problem is down here. That is what I don't like. I think we're using the 3rd and the 1st Panzer Army down there. That's true. There are a lot of divisions. Can we get an estimate? No, we can't really. We're being attacked by a fleet of the UK. They're attacking these guys that for some reason decided to embark into troop transport for no apparent reason. Now, dealing with Spain, I think I'm just gonna leave it. The 3rd is the guys that went south. Okay. Maybe I should just do something like that. And then basically tell them to just attack. Who else are we using here? The Holland Corps? Yes, we are. Okay. I think I'm going to give the Holland Corps just general garrison order. I think that might be best. And then we got the 1st. You guys. You also don't have any front line anymore, so what about difficult, all these pockets. Do have a couple of tanks up there. I'm going to do something like this and then send them to the attack right away. So we can kind of encircle the allied forces in here, I hope, and kind of annoy them. We do have the Heeresgruppe West that is currently doing the garrison duty for all these guys. It's all, yeah, it's mainly Greek troops. How is Greece, by the way? I haven't been there for a while. Yeah, Greece is holding its own now. Good. Well done, buddy. Well done. They're not completely useless anymore. And I'm not sure if we need those garrison troops, but I think I'm just going to leave them over there. They're not taking up too much mental space. So we do have a good amount of new factories now. I guess a lot of them are destroyed, which is unnice, but we need a lot more fighters. Are we researching a fighter currently? Yes, we are. The Focke-Wulf TA 152. That's 143 days. I think we're gonna wait for that, and then we're gonna mass produce the Focke-Wulf. Going for jet engines might be good. I'm not sure if the Allies have that already. I think that's over here though. No, wait. Engineering, yes. So we need the experimental, we need the rocket engines, and then go for the jet engines. Could go for more research slots. I would like them. And I think I want to research that, the streamlined production line, to increase the production efficiency growth, because we're going to have a lot of new production lines. For now, what to do with all those new factories? Most of them are destroyed, actually. These guys have no production capacity whatsoever. And they're just producing the fighter too. I mean, we might as well. Any aircraft that we have is good, really. So let's go for fighter 2 production lines. Yeah, those guys are all destroyed. Okay, let's go for one more. Okay, I'm gonna push up the fighters. Just because I really need fighters at some point. I mean, we also need transports, but the fighters are important. We have no light tank production whatsoever. That's bad. I don't like it. We're producing a lot of mechanized equipment. What are we stockpiling? Yeah, we have a lot of mechanized. We have a good amount of medium tanks. 4,000 unit of mechanized is what we have stockpiled. Oh, we have a lot of foreign equipment over here. Nothing else is being stockpiled. We really need light tanks and we really need motorized units. So let's have propelled artillery. I don't understand that. Why did these guys now get those factories? Yeah, okay, I understand. So pushing those guys up, it gives all units below a certain line the good factories. Interesting. Well, what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep those, but we're gonna push the mechanized equipment down to the bottom of the queue. And we're gonna do the same with, let's say, at least 2 lines of support equipment. Okay, and we now have a gigantic need for rubber, obviously, because these fighters need rubber. And I think we're going to deal with that by building more synthetic refineries. I mean, we could theoretically push into India by going over the Iran. This is not out of reach. This is not out of reach at all. I could go to Singapore. Ask China for military access. So go in. Oh, you wouldn't. You bastards. That's unnice. I'm gonna go for improved relations with China. I need them to like me, but yeah, that would definitely be the way to go. I think 848 rubber. I could build synthetic refineries until I'm blue in the face, and still wouldn't get to that amount of rubber. Even taking that province or that province from France would be amazing. So yeah, actually, that might be a real thing. Going down here, striking that, and hitting them in the heart, really. There are no other places where they produce so much rubber. Also, one of the things that we might do is actually take the Suez Canal from them. That would force their fleets to around the Horn of Africa. How's South Africa looking? Yeah, you're at war with me. Okay, then you're democratic. You're only democratic for white people, but you're sort of, kind of democratic. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. I think we've well, I haven't unpaused, but I sort of have lined out the strategy for the next couple of episodes. I wonder what that is. Oh, these are our transport lines. Okay, okay, that's fair enough. So yeah, the idea is get the Free American Empire into the faction, cozy up to China, take the supply of rubber down here from the Brits and from France, build enough aircrafts to take the air superiority, also build enough ships to break the naval dominance of the United Kingdom, and then fight down the United Kingdom and get them to surrender in some form or fashion, and then I'm gonna call this a victory. Well, for now, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments so I can improve. And if you want to see more of the series in the future, please consider subscribing. Hope you join me next time. Thanks and bye bye.